Hi everyone, it's Margaret Manning here with Retire Different. Retire Different is a place for people who want to ask the right questions to make best financial decisions for a fantastic retirement. And today I want to talk to you about something that you may not have considered for making a little extra money in retirement. And that is renting your property on Airbnb. Now, when you traditionally think about Airbnb and the kind of renter that you might find if you showed up at their door, it would be a young person, in their 20s or 30s who've got a small apartment and they're renting an extra room to make a bit of money. And, I think that the times have changed and Airbnb is now evolving. So the renter and the rentee is changing their profile. Now, there's a great video in the article below that you might want to take a look at. It kind of reflects the Airbnb philosophy on how it's evolving and how they are now trying to attract a renter and a rentee of a wider spectrum of age and background. Now, they've got this video in the article below is fantastic. It's really about their policy on inclusiveness and how we are all, sort of joined together in this one goal of loving to travel, looking for places to stay that are home away from home. And I think they've done a good job of explaining their evolution. And now you will actually find that the shift in the age of the average person renting their home has gone up. And it includes people who are retired or semi-retired. And I know from my own experience that women in their 60s are traveling all over the world. And they are fulfilling those bucket list journeys and staying in Airbnb properties. And there's a great infrastructure on the site, so you can be sure that you check and who you're renting from, and you can choose renting from women only, or whatever you feel comfortable with. And your profile too on Airbnb is reputation based, so people give you a review on how you were as a guest, and this helps keep a standard of respectfulness and kindness amongst both the person renting and the person that's renting out. So you meet all kinds of people, and it's really wonderful. And the experience I've had is that the people that are renting are from parents to grandparents and everything in between. So what do you think? I mean, are you ready to do this in your own life? Would you let strangers into your home? I think as retirees, we should consider this. Now, there are 3 reasons that I've got that I think you should consider renting your property, your flat, sharing your flat, or renting your property on Airbnb. And the first one is the obvious one, which is to make a little money. Now, making money on average, the average person who's renting a property makes about $924 a month. So say about $1,000 a month. And that's average. A lot of cities, you can make a lot more than that. That's an average, $924. So how much would you have to save in order to get to make on your bonds, 3.3%? How much would you have to save? Like $300,000 plus. So making $1,000 a month renting your apartment or your house or flat on Airbnb, it's definitely a way to make easy passive income. Now, of course, you've got to be there and you've got to help, get them, you've got to clean the room and make some, there's a little bit of work involved, but most people enjoy that. Most of the people I've stayed with get a thrill out of, having new people in their home and meeting new individuals. And that is the second reason. A lot of older people, especially in retirement, are feeling a little bit lonely. Our normal balance of work and being with our children and family has changed, and we're spending more time by ourselves. So having someone come and visit every now and again is a nice way to make new friends. And I think that for me, I've met some amazing people on Airbnb. I remember once in Oslo, I stayed with a woman who was a director, a film director, and she was just doing a new film on a topic that was super interesting to me. We sat at the kitchen table way into the night talking about her job and the film. She was in her 50s. She was an older woman, and I really enjoyed that. I have stayed with young people. I've stayed with retirees. And every experience for me has been wonderful. Now, Airbnb does actually have a very solid insurance policy, and their customer service people are wonderful. I have seen a few situations where people have had to ask for help, and Airbnb is super responsive. So I think that that's important to know, that you don't have to worry about the situation. And again, as I said at the beginning, it's reputation based. So you get to select the people that come to your home. You don't have to just randomly select someone. You get to choose. The other thing that Airbnb is doing, which is really, really cool, is they're offering this category called experiences. So in addition to renting your flat or your house, you can actually offer an experience for that guest. So for example, if you have someone coming to stay for a couple of days, you can offer the experience of a meal, a home cooked meal. And people love this because they don't have to go out and they can have food that you cook with natural, local ingredients. It's really, really fun. And that's one experience. You can add, $40, $50 onto that for a beautiful dinner. Also, you could do a tour. If you know your city really well, you could say part of my offer is the flat, plus I will take you for a 2-hour walking tour of my town, and add $20, $30 onto the bill for that. So you can add experiences to your Airbnb renting experience, and it really, I think it's fantastic. That even without making the extra money, that would be worthwhile. So that's the thing. Finally, renting your property on Airbnb gives you an opportunity to go on holiday. Now you can, people now are doing more slow travel where they like to spend 2 or 3 weeks in a place, and they like to come and just relax and, be in a home away from home. And if you can time that with a period of time that you want to travel, you can go to wherever you want to be, leave your home in the hands of a Airbnb renter who will take care of your property, and, obviously choose someone that you feel comfortable with. Things are going to be safe there. And so you can take your travel plans to a real level while renting out your property, probably paying for the trip. So those are 3 reasons that I think are really, for me, persuasive for renting your property out on Airbnb. First, you'll make some money. Second, you'll make new friends. And 3, you'll be able to do your own travel while someone is taking care of your property. So I think those are really cool options. What do you think? Have you ever considered renting out your property on Airbnb? Have you ever done it? Have you ever been a renter? And have you been a rentee? Have you actually rented out a property on Airbnb? And what was your experience? Really like to know. If you can leave your comments in the section below, we can have a chat, have a conversation. And that's what we're here for, to share our experience and our knowledge with each other. So, love to know your experiences with Airbnb as a renter or a rentee. So thank you again for being here. Thank you so much for your support of Retire Different. Check out our website. It's retiredifferent.com. And of course, our YouTube channel here. Subscribe to the channel so you'll know when new videos are coming out. And again, thank you so much for being here, for your support. And tell us about your experiences with Airbnb. Take very good care, everybody. Wonderful chatting with you. We'll talk again soon. Bye for now.